So now I'm kind of curious about the whole Stuttering John thing, and I want to talk to Shuli about it because, he seems to have some knowledge on it. And I want to ask him, some of the history of this whole thing. Where did it start? Did those guys actually get along on Howard Stern's show? When did it go bad? All that stuff. You going to address Shuli calling you a scumbag on Anthony's show? Yeah, I'll ask him about that. I don't. Yeah, no problem. No problem, Disco Bob. Yeah, I will ask him that. I absolutely will ask him that. Oh, look at this. A real super chat at $9.99. I'll send you $100 if you blow off Shuli and that stupid show. All right. Give me the 100. Give me the 100. You and your stupid, lazy character. Super happy fun chatter with the $2. So sad. Stuttering John lives in the past, right? Oh, I don't know. Look, I'm not going to. I'm laughing today because it's ridiculous that he went after me out of nowhere. And for me as a content provider, I'm like, I think it'd be interesting to talk to Shuli about it. Absolutely. See where it all started, where it's going. Do they ever get along on the Howard Stern show? All that. I actually want to get into it instead of, spend this as a beat 'em up session. Because I'm very, very confused by the whole thing. But, man, he really turned on me. I was a guy that was, like, staying out of it. Everyone was trying to drag me in. I'm like, nah. And even the dumb people that don't think for themselves that were trying to attach me to Stuttering John. I'm like, no. He's never done anything to me. And then he completely turns on me. Oh, my God, over nothing. It's out there. That's the beauty of the whole thing. The evidence is out there. All you have to do is click on the video and go, oh, my God, you didn't do anything to this guy. If you want to get into it and learn about it, MLC would be a far better place. All right, send me the link. I'll go on your show then. I don't give a crap. I'll go on anyone's show today. Mr. Panhandler with the $5. Brandon's such a hack. He only cares about super chats. Well, I mean, I think he obsesses about super chats, but I'm not going to lie to you. I don't blame him. He's making stupid money with the super chats. Look, I'll give you the good, the bad, and the ugly of all of it. And Kevin is definitely talented, and he definitely found a cottage industry. He was like kissing Kumia's ass, getting nowhere, finally had it, and went out on his own. And guess what? Made something of himself, and now he's making stupid money. So you got to give that to him, all right? Just go on MLC, bust balls, have some fun. All right. Vaping Dago just gave me. That's not $100. That's $99.99. That's $99.99. That's not $100. So technically, I could still go on Shuli's show. The deal this guy made was that he would give me $100 not to go on Shuli's show. That's $99.99. Oh, Shuli. I want to go on Shuli right now and really piss this guy off because the deal was $100, not $99.99. Oh, that would make me, dude, that would make my entire weekend. It would make my year. If Shuli pops on, and if he pops on in my green room and I click him on right now because you only gave me $99.99 and the deal was $100. Oh, would that make my year? Is this real money coming in? Because I don't know it. I really don't know how this works. Are these fake super chats? Here's $200 to not go on Shuli. Could someone... If this is real money, you got a deal. Because honestly, all this doesn't matter to me anyway. It doesn't matter to me anyway. And honestly, Shuli had a half hour to get me on, so I wouldn't even feel guilty. If someone could verify that this is real money, I will not go on Shuli. We can't let Kevin Brennan win. I'm not in competition with Kevin. I'm fascinated by Kevin. I wish I used him more on my old radio show. He was good. Matter of fact, he's got 2 or 3 clips on the latest episode of my second podcast, Comedy Quick Hits with Opie. It's a fast-moving clip show that's really, really good. I got 7 episodes. And on the latest episode, episode 7, Kevin Brennan's on it. And he's good. He's very good. It's the time he made fun of Jerry Cooney, and Jerry Cooney gave him a nice shot. But he had the balls. He had the balls to get into, Jerry Cooney's face. But I'm not competing with Kevin Brennan. I'm not competing with Stuttering John. I'm not competing with Shuli or anybody else. I'm just trying to do my own thing, and I dip in and out of this stuff, have some fun with it. The thing I really want to develop is my Tuesdays at Get Parts, if you want to know the truth. And we're getting there. Then you should ask Shuli why he continued to crap on you with Anthony. Shuli is garbage. Oh, damn. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of these guys felt like they had to, crap on me to get into Anthony's good graces. I wonder if Kevin Brennan did that when he was lapping Kumia's ass. Did you, trash me, Kevin? Did ya? Were you trashing me to get in his good graces? And then he was only giving you, $50 an episode? And then you said, F this, and you went on your own, and, you made something of yourself. So congratulations on that, my God. KB is buying Opie away. He might be. Yeah, he actually might be. Stuttering John is no match for you, Destroyer. I'm not in a match with Stuttering John. I'm out of the Stuttering John business. I never really was in it, but all right, hold on. Shuli.
What are you doing? Get over here.
Huh?
Get over here on the show. What are you doing?
I gave you guys the link to come over here.
It doesn't work like that. We can't just pick up a show and come over to your channel. We can, if you come in, we can stream it on your channel at the same time.
Did you crap on me to Anthony Cumia?
Did I crap on you to Anthony Cumia?
Yeah.
I don't believe I did. I usually talk about John when I'm on there.
People were saying that you were crapping on me.
All right. Do they have an example, or is this like a Stuttering John impression you're doing? We go, I heard
I'm not doing a Stuttering John impression.
You sound very much like him just now.
What are you doing? Kick from studio. Goodbye. Shuli made the mistake of saying that I'm sounding like Stuttering John. I'm not playing the garbage game. There's a whole bunch of people saying that you trashed me to Anthony. So I asked you about it. And all you had to say was, I don't think so. But then to say you're starting to sound like Stuttering John, that's not going to fly with me. I'm sorry. Opie, it's about time you buried Stuttering John. I'm announcing I'm out of the Stuttering John business. And then why was Shuli giving that weird attitude? Like we were going back and forth all day, and then he has to pull the "you're sounding like Stuttering John" crap. What is he doing? That's not the guy I was talking all day today. I'm a man of my word. So the guy said he would give me $200 not to go on Shuli. So I think I gotta not do it today now. Sorry. I honestly, it just pissed me off. Like quickly trying to say I'm sounding like Stuttering John. How is that going to, in what world is that going to work? I asked you a simple question because people were saying that you're in tight with Anthony, and people said you crapped on me to Anthony. So I just asked you about it. That's all. Why does that make me sound like Stuttering John? I'm not scared to go on MLC. I'm not scared. Look, I'll send Shuli, what? For real, dude? Why would you say you're sounding like Stuttering John? You wanted me to come on and talk about Stuttering John. And then people got to me and said, hey, just want to let you know that he's said this to Anthony. So I was asking you. All you had to say was, it's not true or whatever. You're sounding like. There you go, Kevin. You got the link. Kevin's got the link. That the Shuli thing just now was really weird, to be honest with you. I think I pushed him into a corner because maybe he knows he was talking shit to Anthony about me. And if he wasn't, all right, then that's all. It was a simple question. You're not going to get on my good side by going, yeah, starting to sound like Stuttering John. You're starting to sound like. How is that going to work? That's not going to fly with me. Dude, I've been doing this a long time. If I put you in a weird situation, fine. Let's talk our way out of it. I got good sources on the talking, crap to Anthony about me thing. Maybe it's not true, though. I wanted to give you that chance. Hi, Kevin.
Opie,
How are you?
come on our show. It's better. This is I can't. It's hard for me to do because I don't run it. Adam runs it. So you come on my show. It's easier.
Wait. You're not on your own live stream right now?
No, I'm on yours, but I'm still on mine. But I'm on my phone.
But why
instead
can't
of
we
my
do
laptop.
Why can't we do it at the same time?
Yeah, we are. We just come on our link, and then Adam can run it through ours, and it'll be better than this way. You already made your money. What do you care?
I did make money, and some idiot gave me money to not go on Shuli, and then Shuli played some weird game with me just
I know
now.
we're watching. We're watching. It's fantastic, but it's easier. It's
Dude,
easier if I just.
Your backdrop. Are you covering up stairs? I always wanted to know. What are you covering up?
You think I have a fucking duplex? What are you, high?
Well, what's the thing in the background?
It's just a thing. So you can't. There's a closet behind it.
Aren't you making good money now?
Yeah, but not that good.
Well, why don't you set up a better set?
I'm gonna have to move to set up a better set. So all things in due time. But
why did you get mad that I was going on Shuli? Why? Explain that.
Because he's a dirty creep, and like they said in the super chat, he's best friends with Carl, who just trolled you this week on Who Are These Podcasts, and he's best friends with Kumia, and he talks some shit about you, and now all of a sudden he wants you to be his pal because you both have a problem with Stuttering John. Shuli's literally a snake. You did a great job by just asking him right off the bat, and he started lying. What do you mean? What you're like Stuttering John now? Are you imagining
that really pissed me off because he was nice all day, and I heard he was trashing me to Anthony, and me asking that question doesn't mean I'm sounding like Stuttering John. That's ridiculous.
No, because he was like, "Oh, you're paranoid, Opie." Of course, I wasn't shitting on you.
Why wouldn't I be paranoid? Every one of you fuckers talked bad about me to Anthony. Did you? Did you?
Yes.
Did you?
Yes.
All right. At least you're honest.
I did a whole episode with Kumia. When you said you didn't think you'd recognize Kumia if you ran into him, and we talked about that.
Wait, did I actually say that?
Yeah, you said there was a clip of you on your show saying, if I ran into Anthony right now, I don't even think I'd recognize him.
Well, I'm going to be totally honest. That's just stupid.
Yeah, so we
that's
ran
stupid.
with it.
I have to,
as Chad would say.
I would have to admit that's stupid. So you had every right to. How are you, brother?
I saw it when I did Kumia's show. I brought it up. We watched you talk about it, and then Kumia was like going like, you said we were never really friends, maybe a little bit in Boston, and Kumia was like, me and Opie were like besties.
No, that's not true, Kevin.
No, he said you guys would go to movies together with your wives and your girlfriends. He said you were watching that Clint Eastwood Meryl Streep movie. And he said you guys were howling at how stupid it was. And
yeah, we certainly had moments where we really did get along. And in the early days, because I was miserable with a girl and he was married and he was miserable, we bonded over that. But when we moved to New York, things dramatically changed. Unfortunately,
because you got more successful and more people.
And to be honest, even though we didn't get along, we did have our moments from time to time, and maybe I should bring up more of those, of course. But I would never consider him a friend after we moved to New York. God, no. God,
yeah, but then there's more people involved. You guys are both back where you grew up. There's old friends, and everybody wants to get involved. You guys became huge. Of course, when you get huge, there's problems. Look at the Beatles. I mean, look at any group band that becomes big. All the outsiders come in, Yoko Ono, all these fucking cunts, and then you don't know who to trust, But don't trust Shuli. He's literally human garbage. You don't have to trust me, but don't trust Shuli. Just you asking right off the bat, and him like, what did people say? Oh, you're paranoid like Stuttering John, and you're like, click, bye.
Well, that honestly pissed me off because I'm not stupid. I know a lot of you guys have taken shots at me because
you basically invented this whole genre. So how are you stupid? And how is he gonna fucking fool you?
But why would he just be honest and go?
Because he's a lying snake. Howard Stern, his boss for 15 years, said Shuli's a lying snake.
Because all right, I just made it awkward with you, but you fought your way out of it and you explained and you were honest. That's fine. I like that. That's why I like you.
Thank you.
I do like you, Kevin, because you
like
tell
you.
it like it is, and most of these guys don't tell it like it is. And all it took was one question to Shuli: did you crap on me to Anthony? And then he had to play this game of, oh, you're acting like Stuttering John now. I don't like that.
Typical Shuli. Just he thinks he's smarter than people. It really is unbelievable.
But I didn't like that. And he was a totally different guy all day, being really, really nice. And I didn't have a problem going on his show because I truly felt I don't follow this stuff as much as you think I do. And I thought he would be the guy to talk about the dumb Stuttering John garbage that he pulled this week. I just thought it would be a good fit. That's all.
No, you weren't wrong. You weren't wrong, and you would have made money. But then my fans are like, I'm watching you from the beginning, and then my fans start giving you money. These are all my fans: Borgo and Vaping Dago and Furious.
They're my fans. No, they're my fans now.
Okay,
they're my fans. I'm bringing them over here now.
All righty, all righty then.
I'm trying to be cool, but the fact is, you crush it compared to me. So respect to you, Kevin. Respect.
Thank you. But can you loan us Ron the waiter maybe on a Monday?
Why'd you do that?
No, we thought it'd be funny.
Why'd you do that?
Watching that thing at Gepworth when he kept scratching his fucking forehead. We got to get this guy over with the bed bugs.
Well, I mean, but why didn't you write me and go, yo, I kind of want to put Ron on my show?
You fucking never respond.
I respond
for like 3 months straight. We didn't hear back from you
because I don't really want to be on these things. But
Opie,
I don't know. But I'm kind of having fun with you.
Opie, you would love it. You would love it. You don't have to do my show a lot. Just come over once in a while. You'll fucking love it. The fans are great. The fans, the O&A, old O&A fans that were great. These are the fans that we get. They're fucking great. They're hilarious. They sent you money today to not go on Shuli. It's fucking hilarious.
Well, tell them to take their money back.
And then even you saying, I need $100, and you guys said $99.99, and you're like, well, I'm not doing it. And then Borgo's like, here's 200, bitch. And you're like, all right.
Well, I couldn't. The deal was 100, and the guy gave me $99.99. That was perfect. He was a penny short, Kevin.
Yeah, but if you add up all, it was way over 100, and then Borgo came in and slam dunked it.
Yeah, you guys paid for my dog's haircut today. Gee, thanks.
You're welcome. Tell your dog you're welcome.
Yeah. How have you been?
Not doing as good as you. I don't have a fucking beach house.
I don't know about that, dude. You know the term cash poor?
Yeah, that's why we want you to do the show. Opie,
how much you make?
I can't tell you on air. You'd love it. You'd love it. It's funny. They want you back, but it's like, you got to come on my show. You can do the show from your house, but when you come over here, it's more fun for them. They can ask you all the O&A questions. It's like the same thing with Stuttering John. When he came back, he would come on. The fans would love it. They would troll him, but he would make money. And the same with you. You'll make money. Most of the fans here are probably Kumia fans, but they still respect the Opie and Anthony, what you guys created for them.
Well, you're kind of doing my show right now, so I think I might owe you a favor now.
Right. So you and Ron the waiter come over one day.
Why are you obsessed?
We gotta make it. Yeah, we'll do it official. One day next week, or every other week, or every third week. It's not pressure on me.
What do you mean every other? What do you mean every other week? Maybe one and done.
Come on, whenever you can, just come on.
How much you gonna give? How much you gonna give me? How much?
Whatever. We can negotiate off the air, on the air, but I can give you at least half of the super chats. And that's, I gave Stuttering John $3,000, so I'm sure I can give you $2,000, but I can give you, we could work it out, but it's not complicated. You definitely would do well here. You're doing well today. You're doing well today.
I fucking destroy what I feel like destroying. You know that. Smile, Kevin. You're not smiling.
I can't even see anything. I'm on my phone. I can't even see what I look like. I can't see super chats. I can barely see you because it's getting dark out.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back inside because it's getting dark. You're probably not happy because you can't see your super chats coming in right now.
You're not wrong.
Let me do my Kevin impression.
I know it's hacked. No, I like to take a picture, then I can read it later. I see, because a lot of times it happens so fast, I can't see who was funny, who sent a lot of money. So this way I can go back. It's like taping a set when I did stand up. I can always go back because I misremember how things went.
I feel bad I'm not reading these super chats. I mean, you guys are giving me some pocket money. You might have paid for my dog's haircut and gas money back to the city. Thanks.
You probably made 500 already, or maybe more than that. You got 300 in 2 super chats alone.
No, I all kidding aside, of course I appreciate it. Now I got to ask you a couple questions, then I'll let you go back to your thing. So, did you ever expect that you would explode with the live streaming?
Not really. No.
You were pissed off at Anthony because you weren't getting, you probably weren't getting much money over there, right?
It was more E-Rock. Listen. I'm gonna go, Anthony. I mean, you'll agree with me here. Anthony is just a funny guy, so it's hard to get. I mean, I'll speak for myself. It's hard to get really mad at the guy because he's just funny, and we've had a lot of laughs together. E-Rock, on the other hand, is a slimy, fat piece of Shuli. Like, he's the same kind of dude Shuli is, where he's like, he says one thing, and behind your back, he's talking other shit. And you probably know E-Rock. E-Rock was like your pal, and then as soon as you lost your job, he's like, "Fuck you," right?
More or less. I couldn't be more surprised that he works for Anthony because, I'll just leave it at that. I'm very, very surprised by that. And you're right, Anthony is very.
You were tighter with E-Rock than Anthony was, right?
Yeah, I was tight with E-Rock and Sam, and both those fuckers stabbed me in the back. It's fucking weird after a while, Kevin.
Well, it's not weird. They're trying to, they had to make money, but I mean, once you lost your job, you realize you really have no friends left, you know? I mean, that Sam, when Anthony got fired, Sam ran to this house and told me I need to get rid of Jimmy. And wait,
start
what?
cleaning.
Wait, what is that? Sam did that, or E-Rock? I can't hear him now. He muted himself? Or somebody got to him?
You there?
Yeah.
My mic just went. I just ran out of batteries. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can now.
Right,
you lost me for a
so
second.
me and Sam were really close. And when Anthony blew himself up, I'm not going to allow Anthony to spin that crap. He was kind of off the rails for a while there. Sam ran to this house and basically told me that Jimmy's poison and you need to get the company to get rid of Jimmy and start fresh. So then to turn around and see these guys working together, it's absolutely insane.
Yeah, but who did Sam want you to replace Jimmy with? Anybody or him?
That's a very good question. I don't know. Maybe him. He is pretty full of himself. He thinks he's better than he actually is. He's all right. I just said it recently. He's a good broadcaster, but he's not gonna have this anytime soon. He's not gonna have much of anything. He'll just squeak out a decent living in broadcasting, but he's nothing special.
You'll never have a beach house, right?
Who, Sam?
Yeah.
No, God, no. Not even close.
That's how you judge it. You got to have a beach house.
Well, no, but these guys, they want to make stupid money and they want to be incredibly famous. And the fact is, neither one of those things is going to happen for Sam.
Listen, Jim and Sam was never. It's almost like when you compare Jim and Sam to Opie and Anthony, it's almost sad because Opie and Anthony was so great, and Jim and Sam was just trying to hold on to some of the fans. But that's all it is. It's nothing compared to Opie and Anthony. It's a boring regular show. And if it had no connection to Opie and Anthony, nobody would even give 2 shits about it.
It pisses me off, and Anthony should be pissed off as well. And I would assume if I know the Anthony that I kind of know, that he kind of is, because those guys are literally doing the Opie and Anthony show without Opie and without Anthony, and they didn't really change their tune much and make it their own at all. They're doing the exact same shit, bringing in the same exact comics.
Yeah, but it's a bad version. They don't want any. They don't bring it. It's just boring. They don't have any. There's no conflict. There's that. They don't like conflict. They think if they you guys both got fired for shit that you did off the air. So they're like, Let's just play it safe. And if we just play it safe and don't make a lot of noise, we'll just keep our job. And that's what's happening. But nobody fucking listens to it. There's no passionate fans left.
dude, there's no buzz. You got a bigger buzz than those guys, and you're not even on a real platform.
I got a fucking divider in my on my studio.
The divider, you got to get rid of the divider. All kidding aside.
All right, that's your only tip.
You're making good super chat money. Get rid of the divider.
I should get it. I'm going to get a better divider.
Or get a curtain or something.
If it ain't broke, broke, don't fix it. That's what they say, right?
Well, I'm glad we had this conversation. Anything else you want to ask? Because I don't know if I'll ever talk to you again.
Okay, Opie, seriously, thank you for what you did to Shuli. That made my month. It's only the first of the month, but that made my month because Shuli thinks he's so much smarter than everybody, and for you to just right away go, what a piece of shit. Because again, he was nice to you all day, and then as soon as you're like, hey, wait, I heard you were shitting on me with Kumia, and he's like, what did you? I was shitting on you with Kumia. You're like, yeah, and he's like, oh, well, wow, you sound like, he's just such a fucking hack. Well, you sound like Stuttering John now. Okay.
Yeah, but that's been my whole career. I confront people right to their face. I don't start fake accounts and talk behind their back. I'll take it right to you. The same with Luis Gomez. Like, he was talking crap about me when he was, doing stuff with Anthony, and he admitted it to me. He goes, yeah, you get, when you work at Compound Media and you're around Anthony, you get the feeling that, you could get into his good graces a little better if you trash you. He admitted it to me, and we got through it. But Shuli's like, oh, my God, you're sounding like Stuttering John. That's like, what the F, dude?
Yeah, typical Shuli. Typical Shuli. He's smarter than everybody. He's got what, Opie? Like I said, you're a king compared to these Shuli. Shuli's a nothing. He was on the Howard Stern show 15 years. Nobody knows who the fuck he is except his relationship with Stuttering John. That's all anybody cares about. Nobody cares about Shuli. They care about Shuli and Stuttering John. So he's a nothing. You're a legend. And so it's fucking ridiculous that he thinks he's gonna like outsmart you or he's better at radio than you. What a fucking joke.
And that was just an opening line. I had no problem.
Right, and it was great. It was great. It reminded me why everyone loved the show. Because people say Kumia doesn't like confrontation, but you love them. That's why the show, another reason why the show was so fucking good, because you would bring up shit right away to make everybody uncomfortable, but it was for great radio. Just like you and Shuli, you confronting Shuli right away was fucking great.
That's I've done that my whole life, and it wasn't gonna be the showstopper. It was gonna be, here's your opportunity to come clean, tell me what you said about me. If you didn't say anything, fine, but let's get through it. Why'd you say this? And then I would have moved on, because this shit don't mean nothing to me anymore.
Right.
And the fact is, me and Anthony were so great because we both brought some special things to that show. Of course we did. Of course. Right. Could your fans give me like $50 more because I want to get sushi tonight?
Yeah, they will.
No.
They will. I know they will. They're good people.
They will.
All right, buddy.
All right. Man, this was good, but I'm freezing my ass off. So
yeah. All right, we'll talk up there.
Oh, wait, I want to ask you one. I do want to ask you one thing, because I am going to move on from this garbage. What is the Stuttering John thing all about? Because that's what I was going to ask Shuli, so I might as well ask you real fast.
You'd have to ask Stuttering John, but really what it comes down to is he likes the attention. He gets a lot of negative attention, but he just thinks if he gets attention, he's winning. So they give him attention. 90% of the fans don't like Stuttering John, so they pile on Carl and Shuli. They basically do every show about Stuttering John because a lot of people don't like him. Most people don't like him, so they like to watch Stuttering John. It's stupid, but it seems to be working for them. I won't get into it because I don't really know Stuttering John like they did, and I don't like to do clip shows where you watch somebody else. Like we do it with you, with Gephardt, and as a goof, because somebody said in the chat a couple of weeks ago, Opie's live at Gephardt, so we watched, and it was fun. But I'm not going to watch Stuttering John. I'm not going to do Shuli does 5-6 days a week on watching Stuttering John clips. It's fucking mind-boggling.
Right. Yeah. All right. Because I'm moving on from the stutter. I don't care.
No, don't move on. Just the fans. Listen, it is what it is. You come on here, you make money. The fans like it. It's controversial. You're back on the scene, and it's better than fucking It's better. Listen, you'll see how much money you made today, and you'll be like, you know what, maybe Brennan's right. Maybe there is some money to be made, a couple of laughs to be had doing this.
It's all about the laughs.
Let's do it for the kids.
Let's do some laughs.
Let's get some laughs going.
Let's go shopping and get you a better backdrop. And why do you got beige? Beige stinks.
Oh, come on. I'm going to hang up on you now. Don't ask me who are you, fucking Patrick Melton? You're going to make fun of my refrigerator magnets? I couldn't spit that out. Anyway, a lot of people, that's all they do. They go, hey, what's with that thing in your back? I'm like, I got to fix it, but I got to move before I fix it. So, but I got kids. You got kids. Moving's a fucking pain in the ass.
I got $15 for sushi. That's one roll. Thank you very much, Gustav. Let me guess. He's one of your guys.
He absolutely is. The great Gustav.
No, Gustav's gonna be one of my guys. You watch.
You're gonna take all my guys.
I'm gonna take a few of your guys.
You sound like Stuttering John now.
See, I would have. Whatever. That was
all right, buddy.
Dude,
all right, go get some sushi. Go inside.
Why are you blowing me off now? This is going well.
I thought you said you had one more question, and you said you're cold and you're outside.
Yeah, but I want to know why you're in a hotel room with beige behind you.
It's my apartment. I got it. I didn't know I was going to create a fucking studio out of this apartment. We used to not do these shows. I used to go to the studio. I never did shows from here. And then with pandemic, and then with the live stream, this is how you do them. So I got to move to get a better fucking studio.
All right, my super fan Gustav just gave me $35. My super fan.
He tried to get Ray DeVito. You don't know who Ray DeVito is. He tried to get Ray DeVito an apartment, and Ray was like, "No, thank you, Gustav."
What?
I mean, these people are.
All right, I got. Why is everyone obsessed with Ray DeVito? Let's get some of this shit out.
We're not. He's like, when you had Rich Voss, you would have him on the show. It's like people weren't obsessed with him, but he was a good whipping boy. He's a good punchline guy.
Well, Voss was a little more than that. I'm not.
I mean, listen, but.
You can't compare.
Watch the clip of when Voss is there and somebody stole his password to Twitter and stuff.
Oh, well, you're right. You're right.
I mean, Voss is an idiot, pretending to be not an idiot, and he's basically O&A punchline. So
can I put you in the hot seat for like 2 minutes, and then we'll definitely leave, and then I will go on your show. I have to now.
All right.
You did me a favor today, you son of a bitch. You figured out a way to get me to do this.
I trust my instincts, Opie.
But you figured a way. I don't like that. I don't like.
What you mean today or in general?
Well, I don't mind the super chat money. I'm not gonna lie to you, but the Shuli saying I sound like Stuttering John. That was like, oh no, we ain't. Nah, we're not doing that.
And that's a serious insult coming from Shuli because they think Stuttering John is the lowest of the low.
All right, I'm putting you in the hot seat. This will be good. People will clip this shit. What's your thoughts on Chad Zumach to this right now today?
Come
on,
tough one.
Well,
Chad, listen, I've had Chad's like, Chad said people compare me to Walter White and Chad's Pinkman. So we have a very complicated fucking relationship. It's most of the time it's not good. That's what it comes down to. Chad comes in and out of this show in this world based a lot of times just randomly. There's no like, I'm going to get Chad back on for this reason. Like the last time he came back was because I thought Shuli was fucking with him and I hate Shuli. So I want to get Chad's take on that. And then all of a sudden Chad came back and he was okay. And then, plus Chad's always going to, as far as pro wrestling, Chad's like the ultimate heel. Everybody hates him. But they're entertained when he shows up. Even though I get emails all the time, people are like, Chad's a piece of shit. I'm like, yeah, but you're writing an email. You took the time to write a long email about what a piece of shit he is. So as far as the pro wrestling angle, he does create interest.
You guys are fun to watch, to be totally honest with you. So, all right. Who's the Melton guy? And what's your thoughts on him?
His show's called Nobody.
Is he the Onion guy?
Nobody likes Onion, yeah. Melton is entertaining. He's basically, when you get down to it, he's an asshole, but he is an entertaining asshole. So I have my own problems with him, but like I still watch his show because I find it entertaining.
All right, what about the Carl guy in Rochester? And let the record show I've never clicked on any of his garbage.
Yeah, he's better than Shuli at what he does, but he's still a like duplicitous piece of shit when you get right down to it.
Isn't he just doing Jocktober?
Exactly. He admits it, but then he thinks he's a genius.
Well, then why is he taking shots at the guy that invented Jocktober?
Right. But he'll be thrilled that you're talking about him.
I've never clicked on your stuff, Carl. Sorry, not.
But he worships O&A. He literally worshipped your show. So
well, then how about he gives a little respect to me? To me, I'm just fooling around. I'm not even trying to do anything. That's what's so funny with these people. I'm not even trying to do anything. I'm just trying to have some fun. Oh, by the way, I took Mr. Panhandler from you. Is that all right? Is he one of your guys?
He is.
Not anymore.
He's one of my top guys. I feel like Tony Soprano, you're taking my top guys.
I have to. I mean, now I'm in the dark, unfortunately, but you got Beige, I got an Ocean. I'm taking these people. Did we talk? And where's your thoughts on Anthony these days?
You know, I wish him well. Listen, I did a lot of shows with Anthony. So listen, I've said it before. I'll say it again. Anthony is pound for pound the funniest guy I've ever been around. Like, you know, I was best friends with Dave Attell for like 10, 15 years. Attell's a comedy genius. Like literally, I've seen so many shows, stand-up shows that Attell's done where I'm like, just blew my mind. But I would say Cumia, you know, when you factor in like the Tony Soprano, the Dice Clay impressions, pound for pound, the funniest guy I've ever been around.
We back in the day, and I wish Anthony nothing but the best. I really don't want to do much with him at all, but you know, he went through some major shit, and I wish him nothing but the best. I really do. Back in the day, we were really trying to push him into getting into stand-up. Imagine if he did the stand-up like 20 years ago, how great he would be at that.
Yeah.
And you're right.
He did some with the Compound Media stand-up shows, and he was always good. But
I'm sure he was all right. But I mean, if he like really put in the work and did it from the get-go, he would be one of the biggest fucking comedians out there.
Yeah. I mean, you guys, it's hard when you guys doing a full-time job to dedicate yourself to stand-up because you're already making a shit ton of money. I mean, most like Norton started as a stand-up, so if you know what I mean. So it's so you already did all the reps as a stand-up, and now he's on your show, so it's easier for him to just keep doing it. Where you guys are working like all those hours doing your show, so it's hard to dedicate all that. It would have been hard to dedicate all that time to stand up anyway.
And Norton's career is on fire, bro. On fire.
I asked him to come on as Chip Chipperson, and he was like, "Why do you want Chip?"
Well, what do you think?
No, I think Chip's hilarious. So I know the fans would go nuts if Chip was on the show.
Chip was hilarious in small doses, and then he started obsessing about it, and then it had to be part of everything we were doing. It was just annoying in the end.
Yeah, but he basically retired him now. He does them as cameo now.
Right.
I see you're still. These are your super chats or mine?
Philly Frank 5's been with me since day one.
I know that. I literally know Philly Frank 5 and his wife. I met them in Atlantic City. He's not yours. He's mine.
No. Philly Frank 5's been with me from day one, from my window.
Philly Frank's 5. It'd be funny if all these guys fucking jumped over to your show now.
They're not, but I owe you a favor. I'm going to go on your show.
All right, buddy.
We'll continue this, but Kevin, thank you, brother. And you know what? I'm going to say this. Like I kind of am annoyed that you didn't do my, especially the last version of my show more. You did a bunch of fucking days though.
What are you talking about? At Sirius?
Yeah.
I try to get on more. I remember that time you wouldn't even let me on, and then I had to say, and then I said I need to use the bathroom. So I was trying to get on more, and you wouldn't let me on, and then I'd be like, hey, I'm in the neighborhood. Can I just come up and take a shit or take a piss? And you're like, are you really here? I'm like, yeah. And then you'd be like, all right, once you take a piss, come on in.
I'm telling you, I regret it. Will you accept my apology?
And I think that was the same day the Jerry Cooney thing, which was like classic. I mean, that was one of the funniest moments I ever had on your show.
Well, it's funny you should say that, and I'll end with this with a quick plug. I started a second podcast, Comedy Quick Hits with Opie, and it's like a clip show of all the hilarious moments.
Yeah,
especially on my podcast. And episode 7 is out today, and that clip is on there.
Yeah, it's a classic, folks. It's also on my YouTube channel because it was so funny. I clipped it.
Oh,
put it on my-
you took it from my YouTube channel?
No, it's been there for years.
Wow.
I've had it.
I'm gonna get my people on your YouTube
Oh,
channel now.
Oh,
I ain't doing shit, and you know that.
E-Rock's gonna come. I don't even know who your people are now.
I don't have people. It's better
so
that
funny
way.
that E-Rock turned on you and Sam and all these guys. They're all such fucking snakes.
Thank you. I hired all of them, Kevin. All
I know
of
you
them.
made them all, and they're all turned on you
them.
as soon as
Name
it was convenient.
I took Anthony from a dead end job. I was the one that said, yeah, bring Jim Norton on. He was just middling as a New Jersey comic. I met E-Rock on the side of a highway in Florida. He was a super fan. Sam was an intern and he was going back to college. And I was the one that went, well, no. He goes, well, I guess this is it for my. I go, no, why don't you come back? When you're back in the area, I'd like to have you around. I did.
Yeah, didn't he take Garrett's job? E-Rock took Garrett's job.
Yeah, I kind of feel. Yeah. I mean, Garrett was
Garrett. Listen, Garrett's great at his job. I don't know how he was with you guys, but he's great at Kumi and Compound Media.
I like Garrett a lot. I don't know what he thinks of me these days, and that's fine. But we called him Stinky back in the day. He's a good dude. Good dude. So, all right.
Have your people talk to my people. We'll set up a date,
bro. I wasn't wrong with the Shuli thing, right? When he said
you're 100% on point. 100% on point. And also, if you can't do the show, send Ron the waiter.
You son of a bitch.
All right, buddy. I'm signing off.
All right. Thanks, buddy.
All right. Thanks.
Have a good night. All right. Well, that was fun. That was fun. All kidding aside, thanks to the MLC podcast fans. They bought my Christmas tree. They paid for my dog's haircut. They paid for the gas and tolls to go out here for the day and back to New York. They paid for my sushi. So thank you. All right. I'm going to go now. All right. Well, this was weird. Shuli, man. No bueno, for real. That wasn't like a showstopper. Heard some things and wanted to go right to the source and ask you. And then to pull the you're sounding like Stuttering John. I've been doing this for way too long. That was not cool. Not cool at all. Guys, have a great weekend.